Hello and welcome to your Valley News Now update. Duke Schindler here taking over the desk once again. We want to take you through what's going on here in our newsroom, but breaking news and the biggest news story of the day here so far. This is from our partners at Family Flag Media. 4 people, including top officials, have resigned from Fargo's Communications and Governmental Affairs team. You can check out the graphic right here. A source with knowledge on the situation said Chief Communications Officer Greg Schildberger and Deputy Chief Communications Officer Katie Edish announced they are leaving the department effective August 17th. 2 other supervisors also announced their departure effective the same day. Now, the city's communication team, along with other city leaders, have come under fire of recent about the handling of information revolving around the deadly August 3rd shootings in South Fargo and downtown. Now, we have reporters on the scene getting more details for you, and we'll provide updates whenever we get them for you. And then back in Moorhead, a couple things here we want to point out to you guys. Moorhead police responded to an reported armed robbery at 1:40 a.m. this morning around the 3300 block of 3rd Avenue North at an apartment complex. Now, when police officers arrived, they did not find the victim right away. The suspect was seen jumping out of a second-story window by the victim. Now, the victim had no physical injuries, but police did learn the victim as well as the suspect knew each other. So efforts to locate the suspect were unsuccessful until around 5:30 a.m. when officers got a report of a suspicious person in a McDonald's at 3009 Highway 10. The man was located and identified as 49-year-old Deshaun Jones of Fargo. Jones was taken into custody and he's currently being held at the Clay County Jail on charges of felony aggravated armed robbery, felony second-degree assault with a dangerous weapon, felony fourth-degree assault on a peace officer, and a misdemeanor by obstructing the legal process. I'll bring you back here. And then neighbors who witnessed the police presence Monday night are also reacting to the officer-involved shooting, and that will be in Moorhead as well. Now, for some residents, they had their apartment broken into. Let's get this video pulled up so you know what we're looking at here. So for some residents, they had their apartment broken into, and as we learned earlier, 2 people died in the shooting. We had Valley News Live's Harrison Prey there all day talking to neighbors, and here's what just one said.
There was like a lot of police officers going up to the 3rd floor, 2nd floor, and I don't know, my mom, she was like very worried. Oh, we were staring out every single window. There was police officers next to our window.
Bring you back here. Police and other residents who lived at the apartment complex also said that they stayed up all night as law enforcement continued to investigate the scene there. And an ATV was identified as stolen after a crash in Moorhead just after 2:30 p.m. on Tuesday here. We'll get this pulled up for you. So it happened about, like I said, 2:30 p.m. on a Tuesday. According to Moorhead PD, it was identified as a single vehicle crash near the area of the 2700 block and 6th Avenue South. Now that consisted of a 22-year-old man as well as a child passenger in the ATV that ended up doing a rollover. Now, the riders did not sustain life-threatening injuries, but they were indeed transported to a local hospital by a Sanford ambulance. Now, after the initial police investigation, they determined that the ATV was indeed stolen. The driver was not placed in custody at this point and left in the care of the hospital right now. Moorhead police, they are requesting formal charges of felony possession of stolen property, gross misdemeanor criminal vehicular operation, gross misdemeanor of leaving the scene of the crash, and a misdemeanor of reckless driving. Bring you back here. And then as we continue our coverage of last weekend's shooting, we're seeing a new angle of a Fargo murder suspect that is still indeed on the run here. What you're looking at is going to be Tyreek Jones. Yes, this is the man that is indeed wanted for murder of Azim Holmes. Now, we know Jones is no stranger to the police. The video you're seeing right now comes from an arrest back in 2024. Now, we told you before, the felony level charge was pleaded down to a misdemeanor, and he spent just 45 days in jail. Well, let's bring that back here. Thank you. And he spent, 45 days in jail. If it weren't for that plea deal, he would have actually still been behind bars at the time of the Azim Holmes death. You can watch the full body camera footage of his arrest on valleynewslive.com. But that's not going to be the only thing we're looking at here in courts today. We want to bring this up for you. Get this popped up. Tobias Walker, that is the man you're looking at there. He was the man who was arrested in the downtown assault the same night as those two shootings on August 3rd. He's set to make his first appearance in court facing a felony charge of aggravated assault. Now, that assault came and took place along Broadway North, and Walker has no permanent address but was found and arrested in Moorhead just a couple days ago. We'll have reporters at the hearing today and get you more information as it comes in. And looking back at things, we want to bring you up something that happened here early this morning. It would be a structure fire in Outing, Minnesota. 2 people are dead after that structure fire happened early this morning around 2:43 a.m. The Minnesota Cass County Sheriff's Office received that report of a structure fire on Shady Lane Northeast in Outing, Minnesota. Responders arrived on scene and found residential structure fire engulfed in fire. Now, while efforts were underway to extinguish it, the remains of 2 deceased victims were located inside the residence. Autopsies also to identify the deceased will be held with the Ramsey County Medical Examiner's Office. And we'll bring you back here for one more thing before we let you go. We always like to leave it on a high note here at the VNN desk, especially with a little bit of sports talk, but this is not going to be to the liking of some fans here. The Minnesota Twins, they've had the team on the market ready to sell for nearly 10 months. But in a recent statement today, posted on X as well as a press release, looks like the Pohlads may be sticking around here. Some of you may want to cup your ears for this one. The team announcing today that they are indeed no longer selling the Twins, and the Pohlads will remain as majority owners. In a press release from the Twins and executive chair Joe Pohlad, they explained they've looked at a wide range of ownership opportunities and what's best for the long-term future of this franchise. Now hold your breath here. Pohlad adding, quote, "Our family will remain the principal owner of the Minnesota Twins," and then adding after, quote, "We see and hear the passion from our partners, the community, and Twins fans. That inspires us. The ownership group is committed to building a winning team and culture for this region, one that Twins fans are proud to cheer for," end quote. The Pohlads adding that they're in the process of bringing on 2 significant limited partnership groups. And the Twins, like I said before, yes, they are staying under Pohlad ownership after the absolute fire sale we saw at the trade deadline and dealing those 11 guys. Wow. So, yeah, there were reports around the trade deadline that this team was closer to selling than it was at the beginning of the process. Feels like a complete 180 has shifted here. Like I said, the Minnesota Twins are off the market as far as we know. I'm not sure how much words I can muster up with that, as well as the Twins fans out there right now. That's going to be it for your Valley News Live update. We'll keep you updated on what else is going on through the newsroom throughout the day. Download our Valley News app as well as our weather app to check out what's happening around the area. Thank you very much. We'll catch you later.